nation. The whole project of capacity building of this NCDC was very much acutely felt need, and with your continued support, sir, and periodic guidance and monitoring has made us to witness and see this event today afternoon. It is always a pleasure to witness the accomplishment of such a project of capacity building, which has been done in a very reasonable span of time by our project leaders, HSCC. The institute history is very long. I will not go into the detail, but suffice it to say that the institute has changed its name 7 times. Just now it was few minutes back I have seen. Now the current name, of course, is National Center for Disease Control, but just before that it was National Institute of Communicable Disease. So I think now that shows that there is a great transformation. There is a paradigm shift in the objectives of this particular program with this particular institute, because it had to be reorient itself and had to expand scope of its work and could not have limited and restricted its work to just communicable diseases in the backdrop of the emerging and re-emerging diseases, non-communicable diseases, injuries, occupational health, and so on and so forth. So I'm sure this enhanced capacity will enable the NCDC to shoulder more responsibilities and will be able to evolve strategies for prevention, early detection, as well as to keep a constant vigil on the emerging and re-emerging diseases, which you are already at it. And another sphere of activity where the NCDC has really excelled is in training the personnel in public health domain. There is paucity of people. We don't have enough personnel in this country. Public health, both infrastructure as well as the manpower is there is a paucity among them. So the NCDC is training all categories of personnel, and they are conducting Master of Public Health, and they are also conducting short-term courses like EIS course, that is the Epidemic Intelligence Service course, which is of 2-year duration, and which is, I'm sure in the years to come, you will be able to enroll more students, and you will be able to, as there is a great demand for such public health specialists in the country. Another course which the NCDC has started recently, which is also very much appreciable, is the 2-year MPH in Medical Entomology. We have acute shortage of entomologists, and a 1-year diploma program in Public Health Entomology has also been begun by this institute. Noteworthy aspects of this institute is that it has been collaborating with all other stakeholders as well as similar institutes like CDCs as well as WHO and other international organizations. So that has kept them up to date with all aspects of public health. You have done a good job. You have done a very commendable job, no doubt, up till now, and our appreciations are definitely due to you. But at the same time, you have much more to do. You have a huge responsibility on your shoulder in evolving strategies for both non-communicable disease as well as communicable disease in the country. And you cannot remain confined to only Delhi. And as you already planned, you have to spread across the country, all over the country, to disseminate the information and to sort of create the public awareness. The key component of public health measures is the creation of the community awareness, which the institute, I'm sure in the days to come, will take up with seriously and make the public and community involved in prevention of all the diseases. So your responsibilities are very immense, but you have begun very good. You have done your career past has been very good. The present is also you are doing very good work, and we look forward. The nation looks forward, or the ministry looks forward to you all, towards you for to controlling as well as preventing, controlling, eliminating and eradicating the eradicatable diseases from this country. With these few words, I once again congratulate all staff and students as well as director and all students for accomplishing the task within reasonable time. Now the facilities are available to you for you to make the best use of the facilities and give the expected output from it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for tracing the journey of the Institute and inspiring us with your words. Friends, it is indeed an honor and a pleasure to request our Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Shri Jagat Prasad Nadda ji, to kindly address us.
Shri Arun Panda, who is the Additional Secretary of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Our Special DGHS, Shri B.D. Athani, Dr. B.D. Athani. Dr. Dhan Shatru, the Principal Advisor from the Ministry. Shri Venkatesh, the Director of NCDC. HSCC MD, Shri Gyanesh Pandey, representing the CDC Atlanta, Madam Kaila. Here present the people representing the NCDC, the scientists, the students, the faculty members, and dear friends. It is indeed a matter of great happiness for me to be here this evening to dedicate the Epidemiology and Disease Control Complex, the administrative block and the staff quarters of NCDC to the nation. I not only hope, but I am confident that these facilities which have been dedicated will be of real use and the best utilization will be done. And these facilities are going to facilitate in delivering your mandate which has been given to you in the best possible manner. So I once again congratulate all of you on this auspicious occasion when we are dedicating the Disease Control Complex, Administrative Block and Staff Quarters. Dear friends, it has got a very glorious history of 107 years. I was told about the evolution of the institute starting from malaria with various names, changing of names from malaria control to other controls, and many other departments have grown through this institute itself, namely the vector-borne disease control program or other programs. And from NICD recently it has been converted to NCDC. We have done good in 1978 in eradicating smallpox. We have done good in getting rid of Guinea's worm. Recently, we are now yaws free. So a good number of contribution has been done. This institute is also now the focal institute for implementation of so that is also one of the great challenges which have been given. Now AMR is internationally a matter of concern, and it is a concern for the whole universe, for the whole world, for the whole living human being people. It's a matter of concern. And you are the focal institution which is going to take care about the AMR and how do we address this issue and come forward. The same way, the Integrated Surveillance Disease Control Program, around 23 diseases, that control program is also with you. So if I see that you have got a very meaningful mandate which has been given to you, and the history speaks loud about the institute. So I'm very confident that in coming times also you will be doing your best. I am not a technical person, so I cannot advise you on technical issues. Rather, I am on the receiving end. I take advice from you. So being a minister and speaking on all issues is not correct. I should only speak and restrict myself to the issue which I understand and which I can talk about. I'm told that Ronald Ross, who addressed the issue of malaria, when I was the health minister in the state in 1998, 2000, I happened to visit Calcutta. And when I visited Calcutta, I was taken to a place and it was said that this is where Ronald Ross found that the malaria is through mosquito, and this is where he did his research. So that reminded me, I discussed this matter with Dr. Athani, that the research was done in Calcutta as far as I remember. He said, yes, it is correct. So then I remembered one thing, that a life of a scientist has to be seen in a very different perspective. And what I can only say that we can, as a government, as a policymakers, we can support the scientists. But the main job lies with the scientists. And if I talk about the scientists, I feel that certification and understanding the job done by a scientist for an ordinary man is not possible. So expecting a certificate from a man who does not know what science can do is something which we should not do. And the best certification is the best satisfaction which we derive from our own work. मैं कई बार कहता हूँ कि कोई दूसरे किसी को क्या सर्टिफिकेट दे सकते, साइंस और साइंटिस्ट की जीवन मैं कई बार देखता हूँ ऐसी, बिकॉज आई मीट डिफरेंट वॉक्स ऑफ लाइफ, people from different walks of life. Generally, people have been talking about there is a clamor for everybody coming into the administration. I can understand that is there. But a neighbor's grass always looks greener, which is not so. A teacher should derive satisfaction from teaching, and when his students grow, and they become more intelligent and more giving throw light on in the society better than the teacher, the satisfaction the teacher gets, that is the real certificate. The same way, if I talk about scientists who put their full energy into the laboratories, it is they who can derive satisfaction from the results which they understand, and from their contribution, what the society is going to get further, that is the point where you can get the satisfaction. I don't know, it may be a pedantic affectation, आपको अच्छी लगेगी मेरी बात की नहीं लगेगी, I don't know. लेकिन मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि a person is too small to give a certificate to anybody else. It is one own self who has to understand whatever he has done, if he has done the best, it is the best certificate in which he has had. अगर वो अपने से खुश होता है, आत्मसंतुष्टि होती है, तो वो सबसे बड़ा सर्टिफिकेट है। तो इसलिए मैं कई बार कहता हूँ, when I was a student leader, I used to move around and I used to see in the university, my fellow friends were busy at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the laboratory. And I used to ask, क्या कर रहे हो? खाना नहीं खाया आपने? नीचे आप कभी आए नहीं कैफेटेरिया में? बोले नहीं, मैं रिजल्ट्स का इंतजार कर रहा हूँ। तो उस रिजल्ट्स में मुझे उनकी आंखों में जो चमक दिखती थी, उस चमक से मैं ये पहचान सकता हूं कि इनका सेटिस्फैक्शन लेवल कब आता होगा, जब वो रिजल्ट्स आते होंगे, उसमें से वो चमक आती है। I respect those sentiments. Even today I respect. And I told them that this is your cup of tea, I can't have it. But I am there to support you. And that is what I'll say today also, that it is your cup of tea, I will be there to support you. You have to do it, we can only support. Because it is not my domain. I can't become a scientist, but I can support you. We can support you. So this is what I would like to say from Government of India side, that you are doing an excellent job, you have got a very glorious history, you go forward, all types of support systems will be there, and it is going to make it, and what you will have to derive satisfaction from your own work, nobody is going to pat and make you feel that you are doing a good job. It is you who have to be satisfied. Another thing which I would like to say, which I talk about the doctors also, I talk about the scientists also, that you are very good, analytical, everything, but you are least communicative. Maybe the nature of the job demands that. But now time has come when you have to be communicative. Dr. Dharm Shatru was talking just now, and my friend from the university who is now here in NCDC, she was also talking about कि हमने ये पानी में ये कर दिया, इससे अब मलेरिया चला जाएगा, वो चला जाएगा. मैंने कहा जनता को किसने बताया? This has to be communicated. When you have done a scientific study, this study should come. It should be presented. It should be placed on record, and it should be advised accordingly. अगर इतना सिंपल मेथड से डेंगू चिकनगुनिया को हम एड्रेस कर सकते हैं, which अगर मैं नहीं कहूँगा हम कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मैं चाहूँगा Dr. Venkatesh should take the responsibility that next time we should be prepared with an answer which is so cost effective. सच इतने अच्छे आप लोग काम करते हैं, इसको कम्युनिकेट नहीं करते हैं, तो ये कम्युनिकेशन का काम हम ले लेंगे, हमें बता तो दो, हम टाइम का कर लेंगे इसको. But you should also become communicative and write articles. Some only scientific deliberations are not needed. It also needs some documentation also, presentation also, writing of articles also. अब मैं सुबह कई बार सुबह उठ करके जब आर्टिकल्स पढ़ता हूँ, all articles I find, many articles I find जो mind boggling होते हैं, और वो कई बार इस तरीके की एक चिंता के भी प्रकट कर देते हैं. लेकिन हमको जो हम अच्छा काम भी कर रहे हैं उसको हम राइट तरीके से कैसे प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, इसकी हमको चिंता करनी चाहिए. I feel that this is what we can do. So be more communicative, at least to your seniors, and come out with articles, come out with, see to it that you present your papers in conferences, and you also write articles in journals,